Now for business updates across the globe, Rotus Oddiri joins us. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Dr. Batty, and happy birthday to you. Sure, there will be implications. Rufai, I like this suit. Green, which means money. That's what we're going to be talking about this morning. So
which means the Naira is doing well.
Exactly. Well, it depreciated on the official market, but exactly. We'll get. Actually, the 200 Naira notes, the new one is green. You know, they designed it.
I'm pro the Naira. I want the Naira to do well. That's why I'm.
Indeed, right?
Depreciated though.
It did on the official markets. Let's go international first. China trade data for October. I think this is like the 6th consecutive decline in exports for China, reflecting the global slowdown. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty around the world. There's wars going on. So China, the manufacturing hub of the globe, is not exporting as much. So exports 274 billion, which is still a lot, down 6% year on year. Imports 218 billion. That actually rose 3%. Their trade surplus for October 56.5 billion, 30% lower than the trade surplus in September, which was 77.7 billion. So that's what we're seeing from China. We move from there. Who else is making news? Okay, UBS. This just broke just this morning. UBS third quarter earnings, a net loss of $785 million for the third quarter. Now, this, of course, you know, UBS swallowed up Credit Suisse. So there's a whole lot of integration going on, and there's costs factors here. So that fed into the loss for the company. But I think the markets are still a little optimistic because they think they'll right the ship going down. WeWork, do you remember WeWork and Adam Newman?
Yeah.
That at one point was worth $47 billion in 2019. Yeah. They've now filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in New Jersey. Stock is almost gone. As of November the 3rd, Friday, valuation was $45 million. This company at one time had about, I think it was 20 million square feet of leased space in the United States. They offered startups this cool workspace thing. They're basically a real estate company, but I think COVID severely hit them hard because the hybrid work with people working from home, that has depressed demand for office space and so on. So, and SoftBank invested about 10 or $12 billion then. So SoftBank has had to take a severe write down on them. So, you know, it is what it is. Saudi Aramco also breaking this morning, releasing their third quarter earnings. You know that Saudi Arabia has been reducing their oil exports, oil production, right? So that impacted Saudi Aramco, but still, net income for the third quarter, I've had to convert it from reals. Anyway, in dollars, is 32.6 billion. Their dividend, even though oil production went down and their net income went down, they still maintained a healthy dividend, which is going to the Saudi Arabian government. $29.4 billion, including a 10 billion special dividend. So this is very, very important income going to the government of Saudi Arabia. I mean, we just had Air not 2 minutes ago. They are buying players, they are buying Premier League teams, they are trying to convert their economy. They're spending all this money, so they still need a lot of cash from their cash cow, Saudi Aramco, which is either the second or third most valuable company in the world.
Closing a new airline.
Exactly. We come to Nigeria, and well, I know we're showing dollars there, but the Naira did fall to 809 on the official market. That's the NAFEM. That's the green notes that we're talking about to match your suit. Yeah. So 809 from 776 on Friday. Official market is still, parallel market is still doing about 1,025, falling, still appreciating from where it was at 1,300. P2P about 1,043. That's peer-to-peer for people who purchase crypto. Those are the three main windows that folks look at. So that's what we're seeing on the Naira. Still going forward, what else is going on in Nigeria? Okay, yeah, this is still matching Rufai's suit. The NGX year to date, if you've been in the market, you're up 37.52% as at November, as of yesterday, the 6th. Fidelity Bank was up about 6%. Who else? Seplat, I think, was up about 4%. UBA was up. I think even Orlando was up as well. So a number of companies, the stocks added about 15 billion. Market cap about 38 trillion. We've crossed 70,000 points as of last week, Wednesday. So the market doing well. So that's on the equity side. I've been really heavy on bonds. I showed you the October offer because I didn't have the November offer. The November offer came out yesterday. So from the debt management office, you can get into the window. The savings bond is a retail bond, minimum of 5,000 Naira. The interest rate has gone up. So 12.4% on the 2-year bond. 13.4 on the 3-year. maximum of 50 million. Maybe we'll, for a birthday gift for Doctor, if we can put 50 million together, we buy him some bonds, some birthday bonds for Dr. Abati. And yeah, so that's what we're seeing. Okay, yeah, finally, Anambra State signed a deal with SMEDA, Small Medium Enterprise Development Association of Nigeria. It's ₦1 billion to fund SMEs. SMEDA is going to come up with 500 million. The Anambra government to come up with 500 million. They want to fund SMEs in the states. That's what we're saying.
I'm really happy about that, and by my commiserations to Governor Soludo, he lost his father.
Oh yes, indeed, yes, we have commiserations to him, yes.
But I'm happy about that deal. But the most important thing, how do they follow through the deal? So it's not just about just this counterpart funding, but what comes out of the deal in the end. And it's a good one. And I want to talk to parents this morning watching. I think the best thing you can do, rather than lavish your children with all the love and all the holidays, why don't you put something in the bond market for them?
Yes.
You know, 2-3 years, couple of millions that you're not used to doing, hundreds of thousands, just go out there.
Even on Valentine's Day and Christmas.
Just put something in the bond market because we need to have that culture of saving. We need to have that, financial intelligence, and that's it. So if you love your loved ones, put something in the bond market for them this morning. And as regards to Naira, yes, sustainability is always the problem. Once we clear out all these encumbrances, then how do we now make new revenue, or how do we get capital injection? Something I was reading to you the other day, I was talking about the fact that a couple of years ago, $115 billion influx into the market. Today is half that, about $74 billion. So how can we get more dollar into the system? WeWork, I think the problem was, number one, the shenanigan of Adam Newman. Don't forget, he exited before the business crashed. Right. And he went away with a cool over $1 billion out of that.
And he's starting a new company.
And he's starting a new company. But secondly, the fact that they also made long-term planning. So long-term planning too can be good, but it could be deadly for your business. They didn't know COVID was going to come. Yeah. They took long leases on the office spaces. Yeah. But nobody was there to be able to pay them money to get there once COVID happened. Yeah. So that's the story.
We're talking about parents.
Yes.
The Australian High Commission had a study fair over the weekend. And one of the things that came out of it was the Deputy High Commissioner of Australia to Nigeria saying that, look, by 2015, they had 400 students from Nigeria going to Australian universities. But that by 2019, 4 years later, that over 10,000 Nigerian students had gone to Australia to study, with Melbourne and Brisbane being the popular destinations. And I thought that's rather curious. Okay, so how do parents manage?
Yeah.
And why is everybody sending their children
overseas?
From 400 to 10,000 students. And they had that study fair over the weekend because the Australian High Commission is hoping that more parents will send their children to Australia. So this is the Nigerian story. This is where we have found ourselves. Beyond that, the Naira. There's a story on Naira metrics saying that the Naira has depreciated further. I thought yesterday we were celebrating the CBN, bringing in more liquidity and addressing FX backlog. What happened in less than 24 hours? Because yesterday we had raised a question about sustainability.
Right. Well, look, Doctor, currencies move, right, up and down day to day. And it moved from 776 to 809 on the official market.
890.
809, yeah. So the intraday high was about 1,100. The intraday low was about 783 or so. So it settled at 809. It's good. Look, Naira has to find its level. It's going to keep moving up. But again, on the parallel markets, from 1,300 October 26 to just about 1,000 now, that's what we're seeing things.
We gotta go.
All right.
We gotta go.
All right.